Okay, today we continue to chapter modern portfolio concept. Okay, what is portfolio? Okay, portfolio is a collection of investment that we want to meet one or more investment goal. So portfolio is a collection of investment, means you invest to many sources. For example, you invest for equity, you invest for real estate, you invest for the stock and so on. Okay, collection of the investment. Okay, and then we have growth oriented portfolio, which the objective is the long term for the investment. Okay, long term means you invest for the long term, like you invest for example, you buy a house and then after 10 years you sell back the house. This is the growth oriented portfolio, long term. But we have another one, income oriented portfolio. The objective is produce regular dividend and interest income. Okay, for income oriented portfolio, just a short term, because the objective only to get back the dividend for your investment. Okay, example ASB, Amanah Saham Berhad, which every year you are given the dividend for your investment. Okay, then we continue to an efficient portfolio. Okay, what is an efficient portfolio? The portfolio that provide the highest return for a given level of risk. Okay, means we need to find the highest return but the risk is low. This is the efficient of portfolio. Then we need to search the investment that get the best combination of risk and return. Combination of risk and return, as I mentioned, must be high return but lower risk. So we choose the best combination. Then how to measure the portfolio return? Okay, to calculate the portfolio return, we have the formula return on portfolio. Return on portfolio equal to the sum. The sum means the total of proportion times the return on asset. Return on asset. Okay, so the highest value of a return on portfolio means the good of the portfolio. So you need to calculate the highest return, so you can choose the highest return as the good of the portfolio, the best of the portfolio. Okay, then we continue to example 1, how to calculate the return on portfolio. Okay, the example 1 is Melissa. Okay, on the following portfolio stock, what is the return on her portfolio? Okay, you have stock A, stock B and stock C. For stock A, the amount of invest is 8,000 and for B is 4,000 and for C is 12,000. And the return, if you invest for stock A, the return is given in percentage, 17.5%, 11.1% and 4.3%. Okay, now we need to calculate the return on portfolio. So the first step is you need to add the total of amount of invest. So 8,000 plus 4,000 plus 12,000. The answer is 24,000. Okay. First, the step is you must total up the amount of invest. 8,000 plus 4,000 plus 12,000. The total is 24,000. Okay. Next, how to calculate the return on portfolio? Okay. Equal to, okay, you start with stock A, 8,000, and then you divide, the total is 24,000, you times with the return, 17.5. Then, you continue with the stock B. Same step, 4,000, you divide, the total is 24,000. And then, you times with the return, 11. Then, you continue for the stock C, 12,000, you divide 24,000, the total, you times with the return, 4.3. Okay, then after you calculate, using the calculator, the final answer must be 9.82%. This is how to calculate the return on portfolio. Okay. Okay, next, we continue to example 2. Okay, for example 2, you have more than one for the portfolio. Mean for asset 1, you have two portfolio. Portfolio A and portfolio B. Same, asset 2, you have portfolio A and portfolio B. And here is the return given. Okay, the question asks you, determine which portfolio you would choose and explain why. Okay, so because you have two portfolio, you need to calculate one by one. So start with portfolio A. Okay, how to calculate the portfolio A? First, you must total the portfolio A. 20 plus 10 plus 20 plus 20 plus 30. The answer is 100. Okay, so same here for portfolio B. The total is 100 also. So to calculate the portfolio A is 20. You divide 100 and then you times with the return, 16.5. Then plus 10, you divide 100, you times with 12. Next, 20, you divide 100, you times 15.0. Next, 20, you divide 100, you times with 13. And the last, for asset 1, portfolio A, 30, you divide 100, you times with the return 7%. So the final answer, when you done calculate, the answer is 12.20. This is for portfolio A. Okay. Same step, you need to calculate for portfolio B. Okay, so we calculate for portfolio B. Okay, for portfolio B, 10, you divide, the total is 100 and then you times the return, 16.5. Continue, 20, you divide 100, you times return 12. Okay, next, continue, 20, you divide 100, you times 15. Okay, next, for asset 4, portfolio B, 30, you divide 100, you times 13. And the last one, 20%, you divide 20%, you times 7.0. Okay, so when you calculate the value, the return is become 12.3. Okay, so you have done calculate the return for portfolio A and the return of portfolio B. So the return of portfolio A equal to 12.20 and the return of portfolio B equal to 12.35%. Okay, which one you need to choose? Okay, so you must choose the highest return. So the highest return is the portfolio B. So you can write like this. I will choose portfolio B because higher portfolio return. Higher portfolio return. Okay, this is how to answer for example 2. Okay, next for example 3, I want you to try calculate and determine which profit you can choose and explain why. Okay, this is given as your task number 3. Okay. Okay. Done for measuring portfolio return. We continue how to measuring for portfolio risk. Okay, for portfolio risk, the measurement is using beta for portfolio. Means if you use beta, beta for the risk. Okay, then beta for portfolio, how to calculate? The formula is total. Sum means total, proportion of portfolio, you times with beta value. Okay, so you refer to example 1. This is given the asset. Asset 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then asset beta. Asset beta means the beta value. The beta value given 1.30, 0.70, 1.25, 1.10 and 0.90. And then given you portfolio A and portfolio B. So you have two type of portfolio. Okay, the question asks you determine which portfolio you will choose and explain why. Okay, so how to answer this example? The first step, you must total up the portfolio A and total up the portfolio B. So 20 plus 10 plus 20 plus 20 plus 30. The answer is 100. For here, 10 plus 20 plus 20 plus 30 plus 20. The answer also 100. Okay, so we start to calculate beta portfolio A. Okay, beta portfolio A, you start with asset 1. 20, you divide the total is 100 and then you times the value of beta is 1.30. Okay, then continue. 10 divide 100 times the value beta 0.70. Continue. 20, you divide 100 times 1.25 value of beta. Next, plus 20, you divide 100, you times 1.10. And the last one, 30, you divide 100, you times with 0.90. Okay, then after you calculate the answer for the beta portfolio beta portfolio A is 1.07. Okay, 1.07. Okay, beta portfolio no need percentage because the value of beta is given not in percentage. So the final answer only 1.07. Okay, then we continue to calculate the value of beta portfolio B. Same step, okay, but different value. Okay, so start 10, you divide 100, you times the value of beta 1.30. Continue 20 divide 100, you times 0.70. Okay, plus 20, you divide 100, you times 1.25. Next, 30, you divide 100, you times 1.10. And the last, you use 20, you divide 100, you times 0.90. Okay, after you done calculate the answer for the beta, sorry, here is portfolio B, equal to 1.03. Okay, so beta portfolio A, the answer after you done calculate is 1.07, and beta portfolio B equal to 1.03. Okay, which one you need to choose? For beta, beta means risk. Okay, so you must choose the lowest value. Means if the beta is lowest, means the risk is lower. Okay, so for example here, you must choose the value of 1.03. Okay, so I will choose portfolio B. Why? Because lower portfolio risk. Okay. Then for example 2 and the example 3, same step but different value. So for example 2 and example 3, I want you to do as a task 3, same. So task 3, you have 3 questions to answer from return of portfolio, example 3. Okay, so I write here task 3. Okay, return portfolio. You must you must do example 3. Okay, and beta portfolio, you must do example 2 plus example 3. Okay, so this task you must submit to me by today. After you understand this topic, okay, and 6 p.m. Okay. Okay, thank you class.